Hello everyone. I'm talking to you because I'm starting this book. I know many of you ordered it. It's called Total Consecration to Jesus Through Mary. It's 33 days of preparation for basically consecrating yourself to the Blessed Virgin Mary. It was something that I did when I first had my conversion and thinking about the priesthood. My friend Deacon Bill Wagner said, consecrate yourself to the Blessed Virgin Mary. And then somebody gave me this book by St. Louis de Montfort, similar to this. And so the consecration is 33 days. And basically we started, usually it starts November 5th and ends December 8th. However, there is a chart here that shows other days you can start it on. The ideal is to finish on a feast day. So we're starting on this November 6th and we're going to end on December 9th, because this year the Immaculate Conception is moved from the 8th to the 9th because the 8th is a Sunday. If you're still behind, another idea would be for you to do the consecration on December 12th. So that means starting, the next couple days from now. So basically, I just wanted to share a little bit of how to do this. What I do is, well, first I would read the introduction. It talks about St. Louis de Montfort. He's the one that wrote True Devotion to Mary, which is a great book that you can use to support, your this consecration. It's a good book to read along it, but it's not necessary. And so he advises us to prepare. So basically, the first part of the there's two different periods. First, we have a preliminary period of 12 days, which we try to endeavor to free ourselves from the spirit of the world. That's what we're in now, the first 12 days. Free ourselves from the spirit of the world. We hear in John's letter, chapter 3 of his first letter, that what is in the world is not of God, and that is the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. So those things we're trying to free ourselves of, so we can be more like the Blessed Mother, more like Jesus, and full of trust in God, and being humble, being gentle, being loving, being pure, patient. The second part would be knowledge of self. Ask Jesus, ask the Holy Spirit for a knowledge of ourselves, and then the second would be, then it would be the knowledge of the Blessed Virgin Mary, and then knowledge of Jesus. So today, first you start with the prayers, the daily prayers before, the Veni Creator Spiritus Ave Maria Stella, and it tells you exactly what to do that. Usually every day I like to read the introduction to the Renunciation of the World, just to remind myself what the goal is. So what I would do is first read Renunciation of the World, read that, and then do the prayers, and then you do the gospel reading, or the book Imitation of Christ, or the reading selected. So again, every day I read the introduction, Renunciation of the World, just remind myself what this goal is, and then the prayers, and those prayers will change every period, they're different, and then where it says 1, 2, or 3, whatever day we're on. So today we're on Matthew, or yesterday was Matthew 5, but I actually didn't do it yesterday, so I'm going to do it today. I already did it. The Beatitudes, reflecting on the teaching of Jesus. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the meek, for they shall possess the land. Blessed are they who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for holiness. Blessed are the merciful, the clean of heart. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who are persecuted. So this will help us to not want to live according to the spirit of the world, but of the spirit of Christ. This basically describes Christ. Christ is poor in spirit, right? We don't need lust of the flesh or lust of the eyes. We don't need all these things to be happy, but we have God. We have a deep faith. To be poor in spirit means to not need a lot to be happy, but we have God, deep faith. Also to be gentle, to be meek, patient, when people wrong us, to forgive. These are all putting on the Spirit of Christ, because the Spirit of the world says take revenge. Also, we could say, blessed are the pure. We're striving to have purity, right? That goes against the lust of the eyes, lust of the flesh. Purity, see God in all people, see God in the beauty of creation, see creation as a gift. Blessed are those who are persecuted. Do I always try to just fit in with everyone? Do I always try to please the world? How can I stand firm in my faith to be a light? So these are things, like Jesus says here, you are the salt of the earth. We have to be bringing Christ to the world, to like salt, to preserve it from corruption, to be strong in ourselves, to be light. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. That we hunger and thirst for holiness, that we really want to be holy. That's like our goal is heaven, and not to find our rest here below. So that's today or yesterday, and then today is the imitation of Christ. It talks about temptations, just knowledgeable about how we can't be puffed up. We always have to be on guard about temptations. Even if you feel really holy right now, prepare yourself, because there might be a temptation coming down the road. But we always need to kind of be humble, before we go to bed, kind of look at our back over our day. What are some of the ways we fell into sin, or maybe do an examination of conscience. Even when we wake up, just to kind of remember our weak points, how we can easily fall, and to be like, Jesus, I take up this cross today and I follow you. And he's with us, helping us against our weaknesses, not with shame, to shame us, but it's I'm helping you, follow me, on this adventure of love, right? Our soul cannot fly, like a dove cannot fly to God if it's chained by a chain, if its leg is chained down. But also our soul can't fly to God if there's a little fishing wire, or a little wire, a little cord holding it there. So what is the attachment we need to cut? What is the cross we need to pick up every day to deny ourselves and follow Christ? So let's do this. Consecrate yourself to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Again, if you didn't get one, there are some extra ones in the office, or you can just order it from TAN Publishers. Total Consecration to Jesus through Mary. God bless you.